So today I'm going to Wat Arun. I have made my way from the Siam station to here. It was about less than $1, and then the ticket for the ferry, the single ferry, was about another $1, I think. Yeah, 30 bahts. So about $2 to make it to the entrance of Wat Arun. The transportation was about $2. And so now I am hopping on the ferry, which is right here. It's pretty nice, right? This ferry also takes you to different areas, such as Icon Siam and Asiatique, or I forget, Asiatique, I think it is. It's a big mall over there. It's kind of like an outlet of sorts. But yeah, very popular destination. They have a ferry. They have a Ferris wheel over there. Different boats of all sorts, but I think this is the public transportation, so I take preference to this one. But yeah, very beautiful area, very beautiful trip here that I'm gonna take. Just take a look at that. Wow. I've done this ride before, but it's always very impressive to go there. This is the seating area. There's a top and a bottom. You can sit anywhere you want, or maybe you want to hang out here, but you can see just how impressive the ferry is. I really like these ferries. They're just so beautiful and the ride is amazing. Here's the route of the ferry. So I think we started here. Yeah. No, I think we started here in Sathorn, taxing right here. Asiatique is here. And then you can go to another station here. The flower market, Wat Arun, which is the leaning Buddha or sleeping Buddha. There's just different stops they can make. There's Icon Siam, which is a massive mall. If you want to get a lot of good food, you can go here. But for me, I am going here to Wat Arun. So the ferry is taking me from here all the way to Wat Arun. So pretty excited. It's gonna be really fun. And you can see just how beautiful this boat is. Wow.
Next pier, Icon Siam.
And so it looks like
Icon Siam. สำหรับผู้โดยสารที่จะขึ้นท่าเรือกรุณาเตรียมตัวรอบริเวณหน้าท่าเรือ Icon Siam. Icon Siam. For passengers arriving here, please stand by at the exit. โปรดใช้ความระมัดระวังขณะก้าวบนเรือ Please mind the gap between the boat and the pier.
So it looks like Icon Siam is just right there. Lots of shopping, very beautiful shopping center, that's for sure. I've been there before and it is massive. It is just so beautiful. You can see some of the boats here. It's amazing. Wow. So some folks are gonna get off here just in case or some folks are gonna get off or on, just depends on their destination, right? I really like this boat over here. Wow, that boat is amazing. Very nice. There is a really awesome tower over there. It's I forgot the name of it. The tower has a glass floor. It is just so cool. Highly recommend it. Wow. I like that boat. Wow, that's a cool boat. So I've made it to Wat Arun. It's right over there. Interesting thing that I just saw here at the entrance, getting off the boat. I saw these crocodiles right here. There's 2 crocodiles, one on each side. I already got my ticket, but just a word of caution, there is no credit card or any type of QR code accepted here. So it's all cash. So just something to be aware of. So the ticket is 200 bahts. Here's the dress code. You can see all the different rules. No strapless, wide neck, tank top, short pants. I think they meant short pants, mini skirt, low waist pants, crop tops. Definitely can borrow clothes, but I'm not sure if there's a charge for that. But yeah, there it is. So I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna see what this is all about. I know there's a lot of interesting history about the temple. So there's the ticket right there.
One water.
Can we get it later? We don't want to have it. Water free, so you don't need to take it now. We can have it later.
We'll just get one water. You come back, huh?
Yes, I come
All right, so the water is free, and it's the Wat Arun official water because it says Wat Arun right there. I don't know. And looks like there are some vendors here, just in case you are. Oh well, this is feed the fish. I'm not sure what that's about. This is my first time being here, so I'm excited. There's ATMs, which I would caution you, some of these ATMs have a hefty withdrawal fee, up to $7, 220 bahts. So do come with preparations. I'm gonna visit this area later, but I'm gonna go over here. Let's see what this is all about. So I already see some folks taking photos. Very nice. Wow, this is amazing. Take a look at the guardians here. There are 2 guardians, one on the left side and one on the right side. They are protecting the temple. Wow, just amazing.
Look at that, no? This we call Perang, built by King Rama III on my birthday.
So this is probably the main structure right here, which is called the prang or something, which I think is called the prang, I want to say. And it is about 240 feet tall. And just to give you some history, this temple was built back in the 1300s. It was known as the Ayutthaya Kingdom. And that is a place that I am going to be going. That is a place I'll be going to at a later time. I want to go to the Ayutthaya Kingdom. It's about maybe 2 to 3 hours from Bangkok, but take a look at that. I heard that before it wasn't as big, but now they've expanded it. It used to be a really small temple, and they've gone through different iterations based on the different kingdoms that have ruled over, including some from Burma. I think there was a king from Burma who came here at the dawn, or who entered here, and one of the kings from Burma entered into this kingdom at dawn. And so I think that's why they call it the Temple of Dawn. And it wasn't until the late 1700s that the kings, Rama 1 and 2, started to really emphasize on rebuilding some of this temple and making it more of a relevant and massive structure here. So it's really the King Ramas who have pushed the construction of this temple here. Just amazing just to see the the intricate designs, the very beautiful colors. There's flowers, different carvings. This carving I've seen it just about everywhere in Brambatan in Indonesia, in Cambodia, and even here in Thailand. So very, very common statue or carving. And one of the interesting things is that unlike some of the other temples, these temples are made from broken porcelain. And you can see that there's plates here, or what looks like plates. Take a look at that. Wow. It seems like this is porcelain. But for me, I've always thought of porcelain as plates or cups or coffee cups, teas, tea mugs, or anything like that. But you can see that there's porcelain all around. Take a look at that. There's porcelain here and porcelain over there. This looks like it could be a cup or something of that nature. And one thing you may have noticed from my hand is that they did stamp my hand for the entrance. So you'll be stamped once you enter the temple. But yeah, there's so much porcelain all around here. You can see the little, I mean, for me it looks like plates, but it's a porcelain decoration here. Wow, that's incredible. And looks like this entrance is closed up, so there's no way to go up there. I was hoping one could make the climb, but it's gonna be a no for today. The decorations, very beautiful. Lots of flower-based decorations. Not sure what some of these symbols mean, but looks like there's some kind of writing or some kind of pattern on there. Wow. Look at this porcelain over here. You can see that the carving, there's leaves and there's a symbol right in the middle. Wow. Just different types of porcelain designs. Wow. It's just never ending with this. I've never seen a symbol like this before, or at least this pattern. I'm not sure what that means. And another thing that I read about this temple, there's shells. So you can see the shells right here. Shells right here, and right here. They brought seashells and they put them right here. Wow. So it looks like they've just placed different shells. So they got 1, 2, 3. Wow. I wonder where they brought them from. It's incredible because the sea, well, there is a river here, but I don't see like an ocean of sorts. But there's more shells right here, another shell here, another shell here. Just all along this area, there are shells, there are seashells. Wow. And just look at the view. My good, oh, this one's cracked. Wow, so they cracked this shell right here. And they put it right there. There's different, these look different too. Oh. Very fascinating. These shells are just placed here. Wow.
Okay, I think I can take you a picture of yourself.
Berhati-hati dengan tas, telepon, dan barang berharga.
So there's another great picture of the Wat Arun temple. Wow. Just amazing just to see the temple. And another thing that I'm seeing are the 12 animals of the Chinese astrology calendar. So here you have a goat. Oh, and also the bonsai trees. Here you have the cow or the ox. Let's see, where are the other ones? Or at least what I think are the 12 astrological animals. Let's see, here's another goat. There's another goat over there. Huh. Looks like this is a goat. Maybe they only have cows and ox?